go ahead and get started and let anybody else, just kind of hop in as they sign on, maybe a little late. I guess I don't know what time it is for you. For me, it is 9 a.m. here in Arizona, so good morning if you're like me and more on the west side, but maybe good afternoon, good evening. So my name is Brittany Uhlorn, and I am on the Stronger Together team for PhD Balance. And thank you for taking the time for the next about hour out of your day to sit down on your mat with me and do some yoga. So yoga has been such a beautiful practice for me that I started maybe 3 or so years ago, and I thought it would originally be this quick fix for my mental health. So at the time I was struggling quite a bit, and I was looking for something that would be this thing that would just, you take it like a pill and you're all better. But what I didn't realize is, number one, mental health issues are not quick to solve, but number two, a yoga practice is something so beautiful to cultivate, because not only does it allow you the chance to work on yourself and your mind and your body, but it also allows you to create this community. And that was something that I thought about a lot this morning. So our Stronger Together topic for this month is mental health during a crisis. And as you know, there's many crises going on in the world, like the COVID pandemic, and here in the US, the racial justice movement. But there's a lot going on, and it's easy for us to get caught up in the day-to-day and the hectic, social media posts, all of the toxic things going on. And so it's really wonderful to have a practice that will bring you together and center you. But our topic for this week actually is about maintaining support networks. And as a PhD student, I thought of my support network as my PI, my lab mates, even my family and friends and my close peers. But what I didn't realize is that the yoga community provides such a different support network than any of those other people or groups can provide. There's just something so special about being able to come together on our mats or our floors, wherever you are, and just breathe together, to move our bodies together and to share our energy. I think it's so special. And yoga is definitely something that you can do by yourself, or you can even watch a YouTube video. Maybe you're watching this now after it's been recorded, and you're just playing along with this, not in real time. But this morning, my yoga studio at home has opened up open air practices. And so we all got together in this parking lot. We spread out our yoga mats so far apart from each other. And for the first time since March, we were able to practice together. And it reminded me of the difference that being in a yoga community brings to my practice. And it just allows me to step into my day, because it was in the morning, allows me to step into my day with a clear head, knowing that I was surrounded by people sharing this energy and uplifting me. So I hope today during our practice you find a sense of community, even though we're not together there in person. At least we can breathe and connect together through our movements. So I'll begin class with the sound Om. Om is made up of the letters A-U-M. It's a resonant vibrational sound that you can feel within yourself. And after that, you might feel a silence, and that just helps us center. So when you're ready, we'll just start by breathing together a little. Feel free to close your eyes or look softly at the floor. You can place your hands wherever feels most comfortable to you. And just start to connect to your breath. So notice if maybe your breath is a little short right now. Just try to lengthen the inhales and the exhales. Just try to calm your nervous system. And get ready to tune inwards for our practice today. And then maybe notice if either your exhale or your inhale is longer than the other, and just try to even those out. You can even put a count to this if it helps you remember which one or how long your inhale and exhale are. So I always like to start out my day, whether or not I'm practicing yoga, with just a few seconds or minutes, however much time you have, just mindful breathing, just to center ourselves. Then if you'd like, you can bring your hands together over your heart or rest them wherever feels most authentic to you. And like I said, we'll begin class with one round of the sound Om. So please take a deep breath in, sigh it out through your mouth. Take another deep breath in. Then Then you can release your hands if they're in front of your heart. Open your eyes slowly, and we will start our practice. So let's start by coming into child's pose, and I know we have a couple different experiences, different levels of yoga here with us this morning, so I'll try to explain everything as thoroughly as possible. So we're going to start on our hands and knees, and then you're going to sit back towards your heels. Make sure your feet are together and let your knees go wide, and then walk your hands and your torso out in front of you. Make sure your index fingers are pointed straight ahead. Press your hands down and forward as you move your sitting bones back to your feet. You should be feeling a pretty good stretch throughout your entire back. And you can either rest your forehead on your mat, or if that's not comfortable, you can rest it between your arms. And then keeping our hips square, we're going to walk our hands over to the right side. So walk them over to your right body. Your chest might actually come on top of your right thigh. And this might bring your left hip up a little, so try to remember to squeeze your left hip down towards the ground. Keep pushing your hands down and forward so you feel a good stretch on the left side of your body, and try to sit back evenly on your heels. Walk your hands back to the middle, and then walk your hands over to the left. Again, maybe resting your torso on top of your left thigh. Press down firmly into both hands, but try to press even harder down into your right hand so that your right sitting bone moves closer to the ground. And again, you should be feeling a good stretch all the way from your right pinky into your right outer hip. All right, walk your hands back to the center. Rock forward until you come onto your hands and knees. You want your arms, upper legs straight up and down. Make sure your wrists are directly under your shoulders, your knees directly under your hips. Point your index fingers straight ahead and come into a neutral spine. Now we're going to push the ground away, round our back like a cat, and really try to round in your low back, mid back. On an inhale, rock forward, bring your stomach towards the earth, reach your chest out in front of you. Exhale, push the ground away, round your back like a cat. And then inhale, press your hands down, drag them towards your knees, drag your knees towards your hands, lift your chin, lift your chest. All right, come back into a neutral spine. Now we're going to be lifting one arm and one leg. So go ahead and lift your right arm out in front of you. Point your pinky edge of your hand down. Then raise your left leg. Point your foot, straighten your leg. If your leg is straight, make sure to tone your thigh and tighten your kneecap. Press down and pull back with your left hand. Press down and pull forward with your right knee. Stretch out through your right hand, left foot. All right, lower and down. Now we're going to do the other side. Lift your left arm straight out in front of you, point that pinky edge down, and then when you're ready, begin to or lift your right leg off the ground. If you've lifted your right leg off the ground, point your foot, put your kneecap down, straighten your leg, and make sure that right leg is straight and strong. Pull your right hand, left knee towards each other, and extend out through your left fingertips and right toes. Lower and down. So now we're going to do that again, but we'll have the option to grab our foot and do a quad stretch if we want. So go ahead and lift your right arm parallel to the floor. Again, lift your left leg. If this is comfortable for you, please stay here. If you'd like, maybe kick that left foot to the bottom, reach around with your right hand, and grab hold of the top of your left foot. Now this is tricky on balance, so if you'd like to go back to straight arm, straight leg, please stay there. If you've clasped your foot, squeeze your left quads, kick back with your left foot as hard as your right hand is pulling on your left foot. Press down and drag forward with your left hand to drag your right knee forward. If you've grabbed your foot, release your foot, lower your hand and knee to the ground. Now we're going to do the other side. Lift your left leg, right foot, again. Both leg and arm that are extended, make them straight and strong. Press your right hand down and drag it towards your left knee. Stay here. or go ahead and bend that right knee, grab the top of your right foot, and kick back. Again, engage your right glutes, squeeze your right quads, kick back with your right foot, but also pull forward with your left hand. This is a bit of a back bend with also the balance aspect. If you've grabbed your foot, release and lower your hands and feet to the floor. All right, now we're going to come back into downward facing dog. So you can go ahead and walk your hands out about 6 inches. Maybe you walk your knees back a few inches as well. Curl your toes under, lift your knees, and press your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Make sure your hands are shoulder distance apart, your index fingers pointing straight ahead. Separate your fingers evenly and press down and forward into your mat or the floor. Try to spin your triceps in towards your face. And then think about your feet. See if your feet are outer hip width apart. And try to push, you probably won't get there, but think about putting your heels towards the ground. Make sure you're pressing your sitting bones up and back. A common mistake here is to put all of our weight in our hands. So make sure you're thinking about pushing your sitting bones up and back so that you bring some weight into your heels. Now you're going to look at the space between your hands, rock forward into a plank position, and then either step one foot together or you can hop yourself between your hands. Inhale, lift halfway up, lower on down into a forward fold. Now here we want our hands to the ground. So for me, my hamstrings aren't open enough to be able to straighten my legs completely, so I have to bend my knees a little bit to get my hands all the way to the ground on the outside of my feet. Once you've found your forward fold, go ahead and lean forward a little bit. Bring the weight towards the balls of your feet. This will bring more of the stretch to your hamstrings as opposed to in your lower back. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. I'm gonna grab my cat really quick. All right, so now that we're at the top of our mats, lift our arms overhead and we're gonna do a crescent stretch. So go ahead and lift your arms overhead and then go ahead and grab your right tricep with your left hand. Now think about your legs. Make sure you're pressing down firmly in your legs. Squeeze your legs together, engage your glutes, pull up on your kneecaps, that means engage your quads. Inhale, stretch up, and then exhale, crescent over to the left. So here the tendency is to dip our bellies down towards the ground. Lift your chest back up to the ceiling or the sky if you're inside or outside. And then try to fan your ribs up towards, if you were in a room, towards the corner where the ceiling and the wall meet. Remember to keep those legs engaged, stretch out through that top right hand. And make sure to breathe. I have a tendency to hold my breath. All right, return to center, lower your hands down. We're gonna sweep our arms back up and now we're gonna crescent on the other side. So go ahead and grab your your left tricep with your right hand, stretch up, squeeze those legs together and crescent to the right. Remember to turn slightly to the left so that your chest faces more up as opposed to down to the ground. Press down firmly in your left foot and stretch out through your left fingertips. Inhale, return to center, both arms up, and lower our arms back to our side. If you came to the middle of your mat, go ahead and face the top of your mat. So we're gonna inhale, stretch our arms up, and then bend your knees, sink your hips. This is power pose. So here we're kind of in a squat position. My feet are together, which you can see here. I'm squeezing in on my knees, but I'm thinking about pulling my ankles apart. Arms can either be straight out in front of you, over your heart, or up overhead. Again, squeeze those knees together, separate your ankles. All right, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Go ahead and step that left foot back to a lunge. So here we want our knee above our ankle. Don't want our knee past our ankle. That's a little precarious on the knee. So go ahead and make sure that knee is over that ankle. Make sure your left back heel is up, so maybe you need to wiggle that foot back a little. And now press your right foot down into the mat and drag it back towards your left foot. Engage your left glutes. All right, go ahead and place your left hand down on the mat. Place your right hand on your right thigh. Twist your torso to the right. If you need to, you can go ahead and move your shirt, move your skin out of the way so you can get a little deeper of a twist. And then if you'd like to, go ahead and lift that right arm overhead. Remember to keep pressing that right foot down, dragging it back. Press your left foot down, drag it forward. Twist your torso open to the right. All right, go ahead and place that right hand back on the ground. Step forward, step back with your right foot. Again, set up that low lunge to be strong. Make sure your left knee is over your left ankle. Press that left foot down, drag it back towards your right foot, which is pulling forward. If your right leg is straight, remember to keep it strong. Tone your thigh. Engage your left glutes and try to square your hips up to the ground. Go ahead and place your right hand palm down flat on the mat and your left hand on your left thigh. Go ahead and move your torso over to the left. And again, if you'd like to, go ahead and lift that right arm up to the sky. Stretch out through your left fingertips. Press down firmly into the mat with your right hand. Drag your left foot back, right foot forward. Stay strong in those legs. All right, go ahead and place your left hand down on the mat. Step forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. You can either step or hop back into plank. And then lower your belly down to the ground. So we're going to do that same kind of topsy-turvy thing we did with the one arm, one leg on our hands and knees, but now we're going to do it on our belly. So go ahead and rest your chin, tip of nose, or your forehead on the floor. Now let's think about our legs. Squeeze your legs together, point your feet, tone your thighs, tighten your kneecaps. Engage your outer glutes and press your hips, pelvic bone into the floor. Extend your arms out in front of you. All right, so keeping our legs engaged, we're going to press down firmly into our right hand, lift our left arm, and then maybe lift our right leg. So we're pressing down into the top of our left foot, top or outer edge of our right hand as we lift our left arm, right leg. Great, lower on down. Now get firm in that right foot, outer left hand, as you lift the left leg, right arm. Remember to stretch out through your right fingertips, left toes, engage your glutes, make all of your limbs straight and strong. All right, lower on down. Now we're going to do one where we lift everything up at once. So go ahead and set your legs back up. Squeeze your legs together, point your feet, press your waistline into the ground, and then on an inhale, go ahead and lift everything off the ground. Make sure you're engaging your glutes, squeeze your legs together, stretch your fingertips out in front of you as you extend your feet back. Great, lower on down. All right, go ahead and curl your toes under, put your hands alongside your shoulders, maybe closer to your lungs, and then go ahead and lift your knees, lift your thighs, lift your waistline, push up to plank, and push back into downward facing dog. Make sure you're pressing your hands down and forward. Make sure those index fingers are pointed straight ahead. Your hips go up and back. Remember to have equal weight, as you can, in your hands and feet. If your legs are straight, tone your thighs, tighten your kneecaps. Go ahead and, whoops, kicked my TV stand. Go ahead and lift your right leg, bring it forward, and step it through, lunge. Okay, now we're going to release your heel, release that left heel to the mat. Hello. And then walk your hands over to the left corner of your mat. So your body's folded to the inside of your right leg, and think about your arms as being the same arms that we had in downward facing dog. So this is down dog lunge. Tendency here is to let our right hip jut out. So try to scoop your right sit bone under. Press out through the outer edge of your left foot and press your hands down and forward. Walk your hands back to center. Low lunge. Remember to press that foot down, front foot down, pull it back, lift the back heel. And now we're going to come up into high lunge. So go ahead and lift your arms overhead. Again, front knee is over your front ankle. Press out through that back left heel. And then stretch your arms up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and crescent over to the right. Squeeze your legs toward each other, squeeze your thighs toward each other, move your waistline back, in and up, lift your chin and your chest. Come back to center, get strong in that right foot, maybe step in one time, and then come all the way up to standing. I'm going to face you so you can see what we're doing, but now we're doing tree pose. So go ahead and lift your arms overhead, and then bring your hands together over your heart. Get strong in your right foot, so go ahead and tone your thigh, engage your glutes, and then grab your left foot, go ahead and place it either above or below your kneecap, but please do not place it on your knee until you find a steadiness. Make sure you point your toes down, knee out. Now, a tendency here you can see for me is to jut my right hip out, so I'm going to go ahead and suck my right tailbone under, engage my right glutes, and as much as my left foot is pressing into my right thigh is pressing back into my left foot. And you can either stay here with your hands on your hips, you can bring your hands out to the side, over your heart, or if you'd like, hands can come overhead. Remember to stay strong in that right leg. Press your left foot into your right thigh, and your right thigh back in your left foot. Stretch up through your arms. Hands come together over your heart. Release your foot. If you face me, go ahead and turn the front edge of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Go ahead and step, hop, or float back into plank, and then downward facing dog. Press your hands down and forward. Your hips move up and back. Lift your left leg. Bring it forward between your hands. Low lunge. Go ahead and release that back heel to your mat. Make sure you have heel to heel alignment. Your right toe should be pointing towards the upper right hand corner of your mat. Walk your hands up and over towards the right corner of your mat. Down dog arms, pressing down into the ground. And again, remember your left sitting bone that may have jutted out. So go ahead and scoop it back under. It can also help to think about pressing out firmly into the outer edge of your right foot. Engage your left glutes, tone your right thigh, press down and forward with your hands. All right, walk your hands back to center, raise that right heel, low lunge, drag your feet, press your feet down and drag them towards each other. And then go ahead and rise up into high lunge. Again, left knee stacked above left ankle. Right leg is straight and strong. Square your hips up by pulling your left hip back, right hip forward. And then go ahead and grab your right wrist with your left hand. Stretch up and out of the waist and crescent to the left. To help with balance, think about squeezing your legs toward each other. Squeeze everything towards the midline. And then turn your chest back up to the ceiling. All right, come back up to center. Again, maybe step in one foot or go ahead and step all the way into mountain pose. And now we're going to do a tree on the other side. So go ahead and get strong in that left foot. Plant down firmly through all edges of your feet. Squeeze your left thigh, tighten your left glutes. Grab your right ankle with your hand and then place the foot at the same place that you had your left foot, so either above or below the knee. Toes pointing down, right knee facing out. And now once you've got that, suck your left sit bone under, engage your glutes, and then choose the same or different hand variation. So either waistline, out to the side, or maybe up overhead. If they're overhead, you can even choose to close your hands to bring them together, and then if you'd like to, you can wrap thumbs. Stretch up out of the waist, grow really tall, like the tallest tree you've ever seen, but remember to root down firmly in that left foot. All right, if your hands are above your head, lower your hands, lower your foot. Okay, come back to the top of your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, lengthen lengthen your spine, step or hop back into plank. Lower on down to your belly. Inhale, Cobra Pose. So we're gonna press our hands down, drag our bellies forward as we reach our chest forward. Squeeze your legs together, tone your thighs, tighten your kneecaps, press your pelvic bone into the mat. Lower on down, curl your toes under, hands under shoulders, press up to plank, and then press back into downward facing dog. Again, everything we've been working on each time we come into down dog, make sure those fingers are, your index fingers are pointed straight ahead, other fingers are separated evenly. Squeeze your triceps in towards your ears, press down as hard as you are in your hands as you are in your feet, working those heels towards your mat. Tone your inner thighs, push them back, and slide your hips up. All right, go ahead and raise your right leg, bend your knee, so you're kicking your heel to your bottom, and then go ahead and turn your body open to the right. This means your right foot will likely come over to the left, but keep both hands pressing firmly down into your mat. This is boy dog. All right, center it all up. Go ahead and rock forward. Bring your knee towards your nose, step it through, lunge. Release your back heel, so your left heel's on the mat until you have heel to heel alignment. Make sure your left toes are pointed towards the upper left-hand corner of your mat. And go ahead and rise up, warrior one. Holding your arms above your head is too much for your arms or your shoulders. Please go ahead and rest them on your hips. Again, like we had been doing in low lunge and high lunge, we want to make sure our knee is stacked above our ankle. Press out firmly through the outer edge of your left foot. Engage your glutes. And then tendency again is going to be for our right hip to jut out. So go ahead and scoop that right sit bone under. So you square your hips up to the front. Great. Lower our hands down either side of the foot, stepping back, plank, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg, kick the left heel to the bottom, so bend the knee, and then open up to the left side. So kick your your left foot towards the right. Press down firmly in your hands, firmly through the back right foot. Square it all up, bring your knee towards your nose, step it through, lunge. Release your back right heel, so you have heel to heel alignment, toes point towards the upper right hand corner of your mat, and rise on up, warrior one. Again, scoop your left sit bone under, press out firmly through the outer edge of your right foot, press down into your left foot, and drag it back. If your arms are straight up, go ahead and stretch up out of the waist. Move your belly button back towards your spine so that you're not sticking your stomach out. Stretch up. Lift your chin, lift your chest, breathe. Lower your hands either side of your foot. Go ahead and step back to plank. And then downward facing dog. Don't worry, we won't stay here long. So go ahead and walk your hands back to meet your feet. Place your hands on your hips. And go ahead and stand up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get a sip of water really quick. So you're going to face the long edge of your mat. So you can go ahead and face me if you haven't been already. Bring your fingertips together in front of your chest, put your elbows out. Inhale, bend your knees slightly. Exhale, step or jump your feet into a wide stance. So a wide stance means your wrists are above your ankles. Now go ahead and look down at your feet. Turn your left heel out so it's slightly wider than your pinky toe, and then go ahead and turn your right foot out 90 degrees. Keep your arms straight out to your sides, and go ahead and look to the right. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend into that right knee. This is warrior two. So here, if you're looking at your feet, you should have your right heel in line with your back left arch. Again, knee should be above the ankle, but not past. Stretch out through your outer left foot. So even if you look down at your left leg, your left hip, knee, and ankle should be in one straight line. Tendencies for us to scoot our butts back, so go ahead and suck your toe on under. Stay up in your chest, and here in Warrior Two, we want our chest facing the long edge of our mat. Hinge forward at the waist, put your right forearm on top of your right thigh, and stretch your left arm straight up. Now, if this is enough on your left arm, stay here, or go ahead and take your left hand next to your left ear and stretch it across your face for extended side angle. Remember to press out through your outer left foot. Scoop your sit bones under, move your waistline back, and stretch through the entire left side of the body. Come back up into Warrior Two. Nothing's going to change in the waist as we move backwards. Left hand comes along the left thigh. Stretch the right arm either up or across the right side of the face for Reverse Warrior. Press down firmly into both feet. Scoop your sit bones under. Press your tailbone down. Move your waistline back. Lift your chin, chest, back of skull. Stretch out through your right fingertips. Come back into Warrior Two. So we're going to do a strong Warrior Two. I know our right thighs, mine is probably burning. Straighten that right leg. Turn your toes parallel. Make sure both toes are pointed in slightly. Heels are pointed out a little. If you'd like to, walk your feet in a little bit. We're going to be folding forward. So go ahead and bend your knees slightly. And then go ahead and fold forward. And the goal here is we want to have as straight of legs as possible for this stretch. So if that means you need to walk your hands out quite a bit in front of you, almost having down dog arms, please go ahead and do that. If you're able to, keep your legs and your arms straight. You can go ahead and walk your hands between your feet. And we're going to have a nice flat back. So instead of curling our head and our chest in, think about that cow pose we did at the front of class, where we had our bellies reaching towards the ground. Try to get that in your back. Tone your thighs, tighten your kneecaps. All right, if your legs are straight, go ahead and bend your knees slightly and stand on up. Now we've got to do Warrior Two on the left side. So if you brought your feet in a little bit, go ahead and stretch them back out. So again, we want that wide stance with our wrists over our ankles. Turn your right heel out slightly wider than your little toe. Turn your left foot out 90 degrees. Go ahead and look down and make sure your left heel is in line with your back center arch. If it is, inhale, look to the left. Exhale, bend your left knee into Warrior Two. Remember, make sure to have your left knee above your left ankle. Again, look down at your right leg. Is your right hip, knee, and ankle in one straight line? If not, go ahead and move your right leg a little. Press out through the outer edge of your right foot. Square your torso up to the center as you look to the left. Press your tailbone in so that your bottom is not jutted out. And stay strong in that left thigh. Lift your chest, extend out through your arms. Excuse me, hinge forward at the waist. Left forearm comes to the left thigh. Again, we can either stretch your right arm straight up or bring it alongside your right ear and stretch it across your face for extended side angle. The goal here with extended side angle and reverse lunge is that nothing is different in our legs from when we were in that Warrior Two posture. So make sure to press out through the outer edge of your right foot. Scoop your sit bones under. Tone your right thigh. And stretch out through your right fingertips. Come back up into Warrior Two. So if your stance changed a little, bring it back into that strong Warrior Two position. So we have some strong warriors. And then go ahead and drop your right hand to your right thigh and hinge at the waist backwards for Reverse Warrior. If you released a little of that bend in your left leg, go ahead and bend again in that left thigh. Stretch out through your left fingertips. Lift your chin, lift your chest, and open your chest up towards the sky. Come back into Warrior Two. Straighten that left leg. Turn your toes parallel. Bring your fingertips together in front of your chest. Inhale, bend your knees slightly. Exhale, step or jump your feet together. And then go ahead and face the top edge of your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend your knees, sink your hips, arms out straight in front of you. So really here, try to sit back into your heels, squeeze your knees together, engage your outer glutes, but think about pulling your ankles apart. Stretch out through your fingertips. All right, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Go ahead and come into a squatting position. I'll go ahead and face you. So toes are together, but let your knees go wide. And then go ahead and walk your hands out in between your legs, out in front of you. Again, just like our down dog arms. Fingertips, index fingers are pointed straight ahead. Other fingers are separated evenly. Triceps hug in towards our ears. And try to push the weight back towards your heels. And then once you've got that all set up, go ahead and imagine you're squeezing your thighs in towards your torso. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and lower on down to our bottom. So now we're gonna do boat pose, but we have a couple of variations that we can do here for boat pose. So go ahead and sit on your bottom, feet flat on the floor, and then grab behind your thighs. Sit up tall. I am very guilty of this, couch potatoing. So sit up tall in your chest, and then lean back till you almost feel like if you go any farther, you're gonna fall over. So lean back as far as you can. And then if you'd like to, if this is enough work on your abs to keep your chest up, stay here. Or you can go ahead and bring your shins parallel to the ground. Another option is to release your hands. Or if you'd like full boat, go ahead and straighten your legs. If your legs are straight, tone your thighs, tighten your kneecaps. Remember to stay tall in your chest. We won't stay here long. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. If your feet are up, go ahead and place them back down on the ground. Now something really important about yoga, if you might have noticed already, is that it takes a lot of core work. We're just going to do a tiny bit of ab work with that boat pose. So go ahead and step back up, so feet flat on the ground, tall back, grab behind those thighs, right under your knees. Lean back until you feel like you're gonna fall over. Again, if you'd like to stay here and just do kind of regular crunches, this style, please do that. Or you can go ahead and lift your shins parallel to the floor, and you can kick out and come back down. Third variation, go ahead and straighten your legs, and you can pike up. So whichever variation you choose, make sure to squeeze your legs together. When you come up to the top, tall chest, tall spine. Squeeze everything in. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Go ahead and lay on your backs. Curl yourself into a nice big ball. Even curl your head into your knees and give yourself a nice big hug. Maybe it feels good to roll around on your spine a little. And just take a little moment to rest. And then when you're ready, go ahead and rock back to rock forward. And meet me back in down dog, however you'd like to get there. So once you're in down dog, again, hands are shoulder distance apart, index fingers pointed straight ahead. Press down through your knuckle mounds, press those hands down and forward to move your sitting bones up and back. Engage your thighs, spin your inner thighs in and back, and try to work your heels towards the mat. Lift your right leg, go ahead and bend your knee, keep your heel to the bottom, open it up, boy dog. And then if you like, go ahead and straighten that right leg. So imagine you're kicking away, if there's a wall on the left of you, you're kicking away that wall. Bend your knee, square it all up, bring your knee toward your nose, and step through lunge. Make sure your knee is above your right ankle, and go ahead and lower your left knee to the floor. Place the top of your left foot back down onto your mat, and then before we rise up in our chest, press down through your right foot drag it back. That should already make your left knee want to drag forward, so go ahead and press your left knee, left foot down, and imagine dragging them forward. That might even square up your hips a little. So your right hip will move back, left hip will move forward. Once you're really strong like that in your legs, go ahead and move your hands to your waistline. Again, we want our knee above our ankle, so I had to move my foot out a little because I noticed my foot was a little far back. And then either side, stay here with your hands, or choose whatever variation feels best to you. For me, it's arms overhead. If your arms are overhead, go ahead and straighten your arms, shrug your shoulders to your ears, and then squeeze your shoulders together and down on the back. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, sink a little deeper into that front knee. Press that left knee down, drag it forward as you press your right foot down and drag it back. This is Anjaneyasana, or monkey lunge. Go ahead and rock back. Place your hands almost either side of your right knee as you wiggle your right foot forward. So here we now want our left hip to be above our left knee. Right leg can be as straight or as bent as needed depending on the capacity of your hamstrings. But no matter where you are, flex your right foot and press out through your outer right, or not your outer right, press out through your right big toe mound. Draw the pinky edge of your right foot back. And instead of rounding in your back, again, try to get that cat pose in your back, where you straighten your back and almost draw your belly, your chest forward towards your foot. Press your hands down and drag them back. Rebend that right knee. Raise your left knee off the ground. High lunge. Press your feet down, drag them towards each other. Squeeze your thighs toward one another. Step into your right leg until your feet come together. We're going to do eagle pose. So we're starting with our right leg being in front and straight and strong. So that's what we're going to start with here. So press down firmly into your right leg, engage your right glutes. Bend your knees slightly, and then go ahead and lift your left leg, cross it over your right thigh. You want it as high up on your right thigh as you can get. And then either just stay here crossed with your left foot out to the side, or if it doesn't put any strain on your knee, you can go ahead and wrap your left toes around your right calf. But again, if that puts any strain on your knee, please keep your left foot out to the side. Now here, you might be feeling like you're falling forward. Try to sit back into your right heel. Squeeze your thighs toward each other. You can either keep your hands together over your heart, on your hips, or bring your arms out to the side, and then sweep your left arm under your right arm. You can either grab opposite shoulders, bring the back of your hands together, or bring your palms together for classical eagle. Again, sink back into that right heel, move your waistline back, and try to get your head, your chest above your hips. So try to sit upright in your chest, even though your right knee is bent a little. And then when you're ready, stand into your right leg, unhook your legs, unhook your arms. If you face me, go ahead and face that top edge of your mat again. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, step, hop, float back into plank. Go ahead and lower and down, hands either side of the chest. Curl up, Cobra Pose, press your hips down into the floor. Drag your chest forward, squeeze your shoulders together on the back. Lower and down, hands underneath your shoulders, curl your toes, lift your thighs, lift your waistline, push up to plank, and press back, downward facing dog. Now we're going to do all that on the left side. So go ahead and lift your left leg, kick your heel to the bottom, and open it up to the left for boy dog. If you'd like to, go ahead and straighten that left leg and imagine you're kicking away a wall that's on the right side away from you. Press down and firm into your hands and that right foot. Bend your left knee, square your hips up, bring your knee forward. Go ahead and step it forward between your hands. Press down into your left foot, drag it back, and then go ahead and place your right knee on your mat. Again, before we come up right in our torso, make sure your left knee is above your left ankle. Press down into your left foot, drag it back, down into your right knee, drag it forward to square up your hips. Place, if you haven't already, place your top of your right foot on the mat. And then go ahead and lift up in your torso. Hands can either come to your hips, in front of your heart, or overhead. But remember, did you stay engaged in your legs? Because I know I lost it once I lifted my arms. So press down into your foot and knee and drag them towards each other. Imagine you're squeezing your inner thighs together. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, sink a little deeper into that front leg. So here it's okay for our knee to come above our ankle because we're not bearing any weight on it. We're not standing above it. Press your right knee down, drag it forward, left foot down and back. Stretch up into your spine. Imagine you're trying to touch the ceiling. Monkey lunge. Rock back. Place your hands either side of your left leg. Again, a little farther back than your left heel. And now try to get that right hip over your right knee. Go ahead and wiggle your left foot out until it's as straight as you would like. And then inhale, lengthen your spine. Remember to get that cat pose where we're trying to reach our chest, our belly towards the ground as you stretch over that left leg. No matter if your leg is straight or bent, make sure you're pressing out firmly through the ball of your left foot, pulling back on the outer edge of your left pinky toe. Press your hands down to drag your chest forward. Imagine you're squeezing your thighs together. All right, rebend that left knee. Place your left foot, left hands firmly on the ground. Curl your back toes under. Lift your right knee and come up into high lunge. Press your left foot, right foot down and towards each other. Squeeze your thighs together. Stretch up and out of your waistline. And then go ahead and either step in once or step in completely to standing. Now we got to do eagle Garudasana on our other side. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get strong in that left leg. Root down firmly in your left foot. Tone your thigh, tighten your kneecap as you pick up your right leg and stretch it up over to your left. Again, stay here, or if it's not too much strain on your right knee, go ahead and hook your right toes behind your right calf. Sit back in your hips so you get firmer into your right foot and bend a little in your left knee. Reach your chest above your hips. Either keep your hands on your hips in front of your heart or bring your arms out to the side. Sweep your arms under, so you have your right arm under your left arm. And then either grab shoulders, back of hands, or place palms together. Go ahead and stand up into your standing leg. Unwrap your arms, unwrap your legs. I'm just going to check your chat really quick. Oh, you may have lost connection. Okay, I think we're all right. So, if you're in eagle here, come on out. Arms overhead, and lower your arms down. Turn and face the front of your mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and go ahead and lower to the bottom. So here we're just going to do a couple hamstring and hip stretches on our bottom. I'll actually sit this way so you can see. There we go. Now you can see my legs. Okay, so here we're going to do a seated forward fold. So go ahead and take your thigh muscles and turn them out. Get the muscles out from underneath your bottom and go ahead and pull them out. This just helps you able to sit forward and lean forward a little better. So flex your feet, tone your thighs, tighten your kneecaps. Stretch up into your spine, so again, no couch potatoing, and imagine if you can, as much as possible, fold forward with a straight back. If you need to, go ahead and bend your knees. You can either grab hold of your thighs, your shins, or your feet. And breathe. All right, come back up to seated. Now we're going to keep our right leg straight. Take our left knee, bend it, and bring your left foot to the outside of your right thigh. Right leg stays straight and strong. Even though our left leg's bent, we want to remember about our right foot. So keep your right foot straight and strong. Stretch up and out of the waist. And then place your left hand to the outside of your left hip and twist to the left. You can either bring your arm around your knee or bring your back of your right arm to the outside of your left knee. So it's back of right arm, outside of left knee. Sorry, that's a mouthful. Inhale, stretch up in your spine, and then as you exhale, try to twist a little more deeply. Remember to be pressing out through the ball mound of your right toe. Pull the right edge of your foot back. And then go ahead and face center. Take your left foot a little off to the side, so towards the top of my foot is on the ground. And then I'm going to fold forward over my right leg. So again, tone your right thigh, tighten your kneecap, flex that right foot as you fold forward. And maybe you're only here. Maybe this is almost too much in your left hip, and that's great. Wherever you're at, please remember to tone your thigh, tighten your kneecap, squeeze your legs toward each other. Lift up in your chest, uncross your legs, and go ahead and stretch them out in front of you. So now we're going to do the other side. So if you need to, pull your muscles out from underneath you again, bend that right knee, and take your right foot to the outside of your left leg. Remember to keep that left foot straight and strong, left leg straight and strong, flex that left foot. Inhale, stretch up through your spine, place your right hand to the outside of your right hip. Exhale, twist to the right. Either hug your right knee with your left arm, or take that back edge of your left arm to the outside of your right knee. Inhale, stretch up in your spine. Exhale, twist a little more to the right. Press that right foot down firmly into the mat. Press through the outer ball mound, or press through the ball mound of your left foot. Pull back on the outer edge of your left foot. Stay tall in your chest. All right, return to center. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to uncross my legs. So now take your right foot a little more to the left as you lean forward and stretch over that straight left leg. Or maybe it's not straight, but as straight as possible. So to protect that left knee, squeeze your quads, squeeze that thigh, pull up on your kneecap, flex your left foot, and fold forward as little or as much as feels good to you. Inhale, return to center. Take those legs out straight. Okay, so now we're going to work our way into our final pose before we do our cool down, which is going to be one arm hand pose. But there's going to be multiple stops along the way, lots of variations to choose that are all going to be a beautiful stretch for you. So please stop wherever you feel comfortable. But we're going to do the prep work first. So take your legs out straight in front of you if they're not already. And then go ahead and bend your left knee. Interlace your fingers together on the sole of your left foot, and then go ahead and pick up your left foot so that your shin is parallel to the floor. I couch potatoed here, so go ahead and sit up tall in your chest. And then this is going to be our first stage. If you'd like to stay here, this is a great stretch on your hip, on even your hamstring, the back of your left thigh. Please stay here. Remember to stay straight and strong in that left foot, in the right leg, no matter where you are. If you'd like to, go ahead and draw your left knee back a little. So let me turn to the side so you can see that a little. So from here, this is stage one. Stage two, we draw that left knee back a little. Again, I'm staying tall and upright in my torso. Right foot is flexed, right knee, thigh is engaged. Just getting a good stretch here in the hip and in the hamstring. All right, go ahead and lower that on down. So those are going to be two stages where you can stay. But we're going to go ahead and do the prep work on the right side first before we go into the full pose. So legs are straight again, tall in the chest. Bend your right knee, interlace your hands together behind your right foot, and then lift your right shin parallel to the ground. Upright in your torso. Flex the left foot, tone the thigh, tighten the kneecap. Stay here, or go ahead and draw that right knee back a little. Remember to stay upright in your torso. Okay, lower on down. So now we are going to move into the final pose. So I'm going to demonstrate it first and then I'll work you through it. So I'll show you from the side and then when we work through it, I'll do it facing you. So we're going to start on the left side. So again, I'm going to bend my knee, interlace my hands together behind my left foot, and raise my left shin parallel to the ground. This is stage one. Please stay here or continue by moving your left knee back towards the back of you. This is stage two. Stage 3, keep hold of your left foot with your right hand, let go with your left hand, and work your left arm under your left leg. Place your hands on the mat, close to your hips, and then kick that left heel to the bottom. Remembering to stay engaged in our right leg, we want to squeeze our left foot and right leg toward each other, scoot our hips back a little, squeeze everything to the midline, and on an inhale, we're going to lift our hips off the mat. Really key here to squeeze that right leg, left foot towards each other as you stay strong in your arms. And then we'll lower on down. All right, so now time to try. So lots of great places to stop. Please stop wherever you are comfortable, but if you think you're ready to expand and explore more, please try the full pose. So we'll start on that left side again. I'll walk you through it this time. So legs out straight in front of us. Bend the left knee, interlace the hands behind the left foot. Stay here or draw the knee back alongside your torso. Stay here or keep hold of your left foot with your right hand. Work your left arm underneath your left thigh and go ahead and plant your left hand. Index finger pointed straight ahead. Clamp your left foot down on your left arm. You can stay here or place your right hand on the ground as well. But your left leg may slip off your left arm, so clamp it down. Squeeze your legs toward each other, scoot your hips back a little, and then if you'd like to, squeeze everything to the midline, squeeze, 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 and lift up. We won't be here for long. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Go ahead and lower down. All right, now we gotta do the right side. So go ahead and bend that right knee, interlace your fingers behind your right foot. Stay here or work that right knee back a little. Stay here or keep hold of the sole of the right foot with the left hand and work the right shoulder under the right leg. Clamp your right leg, your right foot down on that right arm. Plant your right hand, point your index finger straight ahead. Make sure your fingers are separated evenly. Go ahead and plant that left hand and then scoot your hips back. Now engage your left thigh, squeeze your right foot, left leg toward each other, and then maybe lift off the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, sit on down. It's all downhill from now. We're just gonna do a cool down. So go ahead and lay down on your back. We're gonna do some gentle hip and hamstring stretches, and then we'll do a short rest, and we'll be on with the rest of our day. So go ahead and straighten your legs out, and then go ahead and take your left ankle over your right knee. Bend your right knee, and then curl your head and chest in. Stick your left arm through that hole that's been made between your left and right thigh, and interlace your hands either together behind your right thigh or on top of your right shin, whichever is accessible for you. For me, I have very tight hips, so it's much more doable for me to interlace my hands together behind my right thigh. But no matter where you are, try to release your shoulders and your head to the mat, because here we're just starting to cool down a bit, so we don't want any big strain. If you can, press out on your left knee with your left elbow. Flex your left foot and imagine you're pressing your left foot over to the right. That may give you a little more access in your outer left hip. Release your hands, release your foot to the ground, and stretch your legs back out. So just lay here with your legs stretched out for a moment. You might find you have a little more flexibility or freedom in your left leg, but maybe not. Either way, it's not right or wrong, not good or bad, but just notice any different sensation you might be feeling. Go ahead and cross that right ankle over your left knee, bend your left knee in, and then again, grab either behind your left shin or on top of, behind your left thigh or on top of your left shin. No matter where you are, draw that left knee in towards your chest, bring your head and shoulders down to the mat, press out on your right knee with your right elbow, flex your right foot, and imagine you're pressing it to the left to give you a little bit of a deeper stretch into that outer right hip. And then see where you're holding tension. For me, I tend to squeeze between my eyebrows, so maybe for you, you're holding tension in your face, maybe you're holding tension in your fingers, but wherever you are, try to take your breath and try to start to soften those areas that might be holding tension. Just breathe. All right, release that, stretch your legs out long, and now maybe you notice your legs feel a bit more even. Okay, Go ahead and lift your left leg off the mat. Interlace your fingers together around your left thigh. And then straighten as much as you can your left leg. So here we want our head and chest, I guess the head and back of our shoulders on the ground. Left leg as straight as possible, but no matter where you are with that left leg, tone your thigh, tighten your kneecap, flex your foot, and try to push that big toe towards the ceiling. If it's doable for you to keep your head and your shoulders on the ground, go ahead and walk your hands up a little farther on your leg. Maybe you even are able to grab your toe with your first two fingers and your thumb, but for me, that's not accessible for me, so I'm happy right here with my hands behind my thigh. All right, bend your left knee, straighten your leg, lower on down. Same thing on the right side. Go ahead and bend that right knee in. Interlace your hands together behind your right thigh. Straighten your right leg to or towards completely straight, but no matter where you are, make sure you're squeezing that right thigh. Flex your right foot, press the big toe towards the ceiling, and again, soften. Where do you need to soften? Is it in your jaw? Is it between your eyebrows? Is it your fingers? Maybe you're even clenching your stomach. Just send your breath there to soften as we move towards the end of class. Go ahead and bend your right knee, place your right leg on the ground, and stretch out. And again, maybe feel more of an evenness now that we've done both sides. So our last pose is going to be happy baby pose. So go ahead and bend your knees in, and then separate your knees, curl in, and either grab the outside of your feet with your hands, or grab the inside of your feet more so towards your heels, whichever feels best for you. And then go ahead and lower your head and chest back down to the mat. And try to get your tailbone towards the mat. Instead of coming up on your back, try to lengthen your spine, your tailbone towards the ground. Flex your feet as much as your feet are pushing into your hands. Pull down on your feet. And just breathe. Release your feet, draw your knees into your chest. Hug yourself into a nice, tight ball. And then stretch out. Let your feet splay out to the sides. Open your palms up to the ceiling. Find a comfortable resting pose. Go ahead and inhale through your nose. And exhale, sigh it all out through your mouth. We'll rest here for just a few moments together to let our practice sink in. I'll call you out of it when it's time. Begin to deepen your breath. Start to bring small movements back into your fingers and your toes. And let those small movements turn into larger movements as you find yourself into a full body stretch, like waking up from a good night's sleep. And as you're ready, bend one knee and then the other knee and roll over to your right side, letting your heart settle there for a moment. Keeping your legs relaxed, using just your arms, press your way back up into a comfortable seat, bringing your hands either together over your heart or resting them somewhere that feels most genuine to you. Just take a moment to notice your breath, notice your mind. See if by spending an hour together on your mats, your practice has given you any more clarity or a sense of calmness. See if your mood or your thoughts have shifted at all. And it's not important to do an hour practice. We can even find the same feeling, the same centeredness from just a short time on our mats or even just a short time breathing. And I think I feel it even more when I'm in a community with others practicing, all sharing the same energy, same breath, same movement. And even though I'm not with this community in my everyday life, I'm able to draw upon those times and those feelings that I get from when I am practicing with others. And I can get a sense of calmness, especially amidst all the stormy times that are happening in the world right now. We'll end class with one sound, Om, followed by the word Namaste. Namaste it's a Sanskrit word, and it comes from the root words Na, which means bow, Nama, reverence or respect, and Te, which means to you. Feel free to join in or simply listen. Inhale, exhale fully. Inhale again. I thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to practice with me and to cultivate this beautiful yoga community that I know supports me and I hope can support you through all of life's trials. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you have any comments, questions, feel free to email me, to message me on Twitter, and please do engage with our PhD Balance Stronger Together series. Like I said, this month is mental health. This month is June, whenever you're watching this, June 2020. We're working on mental health during a crisis, but last month we had an imposter syndrome module or topic that you can explore, and we have a lot of great things coming forward, especially as we ramp back up into life as PhD students, with things opening back up at our universities. So again, thank you for taking the time out of your day today. I hope you had a wonderful practice, and whether you're new to yoga or whether this is something that you do regularly, I hope you continue to practice, because it's become really something beautiful that supports my mental and physical well-being, and I hope it can do the same in your life as well. So thank you so much for practicing with me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day and your week, and I'll see you again. Thanks. Bye.